For me personally, Ruzek and Burgess got pregnant, lost the baby, so they're still dealing with that loss. Upton went to New York to work with the FBI for a little while, but she'll be coming back, and Halstead will be happy about that because let's be honest, he was a little bummed out. Voigt's still Voight, just doing his Voight thing, always. Voight's always doing Voight. And Atwater, I must be doing a good job. Atwater, last season, he stood up for what he believed in, did what he thought it was right. He continues to do so, but that does put him at odds with some of the officers that he surrounds himself with, but nobody in the unit. Kevin's got the unit's backing all the way, all of the time, because we're a family. Bottom line. Yeah, so last year we ended up shutting down early because of, well, I don't want to surprise anybody, there's a pandemic happening. Shut down early. I was a little shocked. I thought we'd keep shooting at least until somebody on set got sick. But once the NBA pulled out, and big companies, big events started shutting down, I think it was only natural for NBC to do the same with its shows, which, quite frankly, coming back for season 8 makes me feel a lot better because I know that, my bosses have my health, the best interest of my health in mind. I think fans should be excited that I think we're going to continue to keep the show very layered in season 8. Obviously there's a lot going on in the world, a lot going on in our country, and the show will reflect that. You're not going to miss out on anything that you already love about the show, but I think that you'll find more to like about it. I think we're trying to have a very nuanced conversation about some very difficult subject matter, and I'm really proud of the writers, and I'm proud of the writers for tackling it the way that they did. I think that the first episode is beautifully written. I watched some scenes that Leroyce Hawkins did playing Atwater, along with Jason Begay, that I was really blown away with. I think the audience will be blown away too. I'd like the season to go to Hawaii. Hawaii seems to have COVID pretty under control. It's warm, as you can see behind me. It's not here. It's wet. It's quite cold. So if the season went in the direction of Hawaii, I'd be, I'm in for it. I'm here for it. Man, being back for season 8, I mean, it's great. You get to see your friends, your coworkers, but at the same time, you don't get to see your friends and coworkers because half of them, you can't. And we've, NBC, Wolf Productions, they've taken very good care to keep everybody separated, make sure we're in very controlled environments, which is very good for our health. But the social aspect that I love so much about working on this show has dimmed a little bit, but we'll make do. We're gonna have fun with it. And I'm just glad to have some structure back in my life because I need structure. But I think that again, doing a show like this, you make a show like this because it provides drama for the viewer to be entertained by and to be sucked in by and maybe learn something from. And so hopefully, as I said before, the writers have, I think, as they have for many years now, come at really difficult subject matter in a very nuanced way. Make sure that everybody's side gets told, and I'd like to think that, if a viewer doesn't understand the other side of the argument, maybe they'll watch our show and they'll understand it a little bit more. Maybe they're not gonna have some massive epiphany, but I don't know, maybe we'll understand each other a little bit more after watching this thing, because again, I think that the writers did a really nice job of trying to tell everybody's story and not let it get too black and white.